Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sunsplash, Red Bank, South Carolina, the home of this year's championship contest in the Varsity Blues Invitational between the Lexington Wildcats and Dorman Cavaliers. I'm Matt Warren, and he's the doctor, Greg Little. And Doc, these two teams have a history of competition in these big-time games.
They do indeed. Both teams, very successful programs across the state of South Carolina. And I'll tell you what, Matt, you get to this time of year nationally, and you're talking about big games. Today you saw South Carolina play Tennessee, Auburn's playing Alabama. Obviously tonight is the greatest rivalry in all of sports, the North Carolina Tar Heels versus the Duke Blue Devils. But before we get to that basketball game, I think we're going to have a treat of a game today between Dorman and Lexington.
Yeah, to give you a little bit of history, if you're not familiar, going back really 2 years ago, these two teams met in the Upper State Championship Series. Lexington defeated Dorman. Dorman had a great pitcher, Casey Wolf, now pitching for Presbyterian College. If you remember, Kylie Shelton hit a missile over the center field wall to give us some separation there to win that game. But Dorman, they returned the favor a couple games later and actually knocked us out of the playoffs. And then last year, remember the big game in the Charleston Spring Break Tournament, Libby?
Did indeed,
with a home run to win that game in a very tightly contested contest. And then the Wildcats and Cavaliers played again in the playoffs last year with Lexington being victorious. So when these two teams get together, it normally means some big stakes are up for grabs.
Well, and of course you have maybe the best colors in all of South Carolina high school sports with the Dorman Cavaliers. That Carolina blue and midnight navy, golly, there's just something about it.
Well, and Dorman's actually moved up my list with all the discussion here about how much they enjoy watching the Wildcat YouTube broadcast. Coach Haynes, a big fan of the show. A lot of the parents here enjoyed watching us last year in our run through the championship bracket all the way to the state finals. Enjoyed tuning in and watching the broadcast. So always good to hear folks are out there enjoying the work that Mr. Brant Taylor produces and
listen,
for us.
We take such credit for so little that we actually bring to the table. Brant's been out here since 2 o'clock today, checking Wi-Fi, making sure the camera angles are exactly right. You and I jump out here like we've been here all day working on stuff, and truthfully, we are we do the least amount of work of anybody responsible for this broadcast.
Yes, absolutely. Mr. Taylor puts on a great production, and we're excited to be kicking off the 2025 season right here in what is now the metropolis of Red Bank, South Carolina.
Chick-fil-A, Publix.
I actually grew up in Red Bank. When I grew up, if Food Line didn't have it, you weren't getting it. And so now you got Publix, Lowe's Foods is coming, Chick-fil-A. They got a Rush's.
I mean, just built a new elementary school down the road here.
Yeah, so a lot of action here in Red Bank, South Carolina, and a lot more to come. But enough about community development. Let's talk softball, and let's talk Haley Manns in the circle for the Wildcats. Haley was our #1 pitcher last year. Magical run for her through the playoffs, and excited to see her back in the circle for the Cats this year.
Well, she was so just clutch for us last year. She always just kind of battled, and no matter what the score was, you couldn't really tell it by how she approached her game. And I think we're starting to build it. Starting to build the foundation for a hopefully a long playoff run this year. In games like this, I mean, you got to play these kind of games to be ready for the playoffs.
Great experience, and a lot of the Wildcats from last year's squad are back. Only lost a few seniors, good seniors that we obviously will miss, but a lot of youth on last year's squad, and so lots of experience out there on the softball field today for Lexington, and also lots of Wildcat faithful here at White Knoll. Wonderful turnout for this early season championship contest.
One thing that you got to love about Lexington softball, it is a family affair, and we have families and extended families and students and all kinds of people that are here tonight.
Well, it's time for softball, and leading off for the Dorman Cavaliers is number 8, Kaylee Rappley, lefty. First pitch up for a ball. Wasn't quite expecting a sunburn today, but I think I might be on the cusp of one.
Between the sun and the wind, it's been pretty tough.
Haley falls behind, 2 balls and no strikes.
So, Matt, you've actually played in these kinds of situations. What are you trying to get out of these early season games?
Just competing. I mean, winning, of course, is always the goal, but just want to see your team compete, not shy away from competition, not shy away from adversity, and, you know, being able to produce and deliver, you know, when there's a little bit of stress, a little bit of anxiety on every pitch. Haley throws her first strike, 3-1 the count.
I saw Haley kicking the mound just a second ago. I don't know if people could see that or not on the broadcast, but during the last game, a big chunk of the mound came out of the ground. So I'm a little curious as to if that's going to be a potential problem for both pitchers today.
Hope not, but the count runs full, so Haley battles back.
Got her.
Pitch. Haley Manns fights all the way back from a 3-0 deficit and strikes out rapidly looking for the first out.
You got to love that, though, battling back from 3-0.
Yeah, and that's what you've seen from Haley throughout her career. She doesn't really give in. She's going to give up some hits, give up some runs. All pitchers do, but she does not mind competing, and you love it. McLean steps in. A little better start that time for Haley, strike one.
You know, one of my favorite shows was Ted Lasso, and they talked about being a goldfish during that show, and I think she really takes that to heart.
Fouled up and away. No balls, 2 strikes. Let's talk defense, Doc. And really, we talked a lot last year about how well the Wildcats played defensively, and the exciting thing is a lot of that production is back on the field this year.
Well, you try not to compare teams, but I will tell you, I feel like this team has the potential to maybe be one of the best defensive teams in the history of Lexington High School. And I know I'm setting the bar really high, and you know, I'm not trying to cause any extra pressure, but when you look at who we have, another strikeout here, but when you look at who we have across the board, every member of this team is a above average or an excellent defender, or at least has the potential to be individually.
Well said. Leah Taylor steps in for the Cavaliers. There's a nice ball hit right by the first baseman. Nice piece of hitting by Taylor for the first hit of the game.
That would have been a tough play, I think, at first base. That
ball's hit hard.
That ball was hit hard and on the ground.
Maddie Bishop will now step in. Maddie is the Cavalier third baseman. Sorry, I have the lineup on my phone. We're not quite prepared as we should be for this first.
Hey, listen, it's preseason for everybody.
Normally we have the lineup cards written out, we have stats, and we have sponsors, and none of that today. I'm gonna do my best, and my battery's about to die too, so that may add a little wrinkle to it. You got it on your phone.
I
too,
do
right?
indeed,
Okay.
yes, sir.
Ball up.
You know, also give a shout out to Dorman's media team that's to our left. This may be the first time we broadcasted a game next to the other team that's also broadcasting the game.
There's ball to right. Maybe charges in. Can't make the play. Ball right over to second baseman there for the second hit of the game.
Kind of like there was maybe a little miscommunication out there. Kind of felt like Maya was going after the ball there and then kind of pulled up, and Livy was maybe thinking that she was going to go catch the ball. So, here I was bragging on the potential of the defense, and now we're kind of had a misplayed ball there.
First and second, 2 outs. Ball pops straight up. That's a play by it. That's it. Well, ball fouled back for their first pitch strike. Gantz didn't see it. Ball went up and kind of got lost in the sky there, but that would have been a tough play up against the net and the wall.
I think her dad's going to have something to say about that after the game.
Provide some feedback. I think she lost it. I don't think she ever saw it. This ball popped up over to Melanauskas, and she makes the play easily. So a little bit of trouble there in the first inning, but the Cavaliers do not score. But we go to the bottom of the first, no score. And we're back here in the bottom of the first. Logan Smith in the circle for the Cavaliers, and Peyton Melanauskas will lead us off, and another bat that really triggered some Wildcat production last year. Peyton gets on base, and when she gets on base, normally she can do some damage. Takes the pitch outside.
She really is a strong hitter. You know, I've been so excited to see her hit over this last season plus, because she really does a little bit of everything from this leadoff spot. Such a dangerous hitter too. Power, speed.
Good eye. 2 balls, no
also
strikes.
found out about 15 minutes ago that I've been mispronouncing her name for the better part of now this is the second season of softball. It's Melanauskas. I was saying Melanauskas.
We will not mess that up this year. We got it. Their ball's hit hard. Nice play by the first baseman there for out number 1. Peyton put a charge in that one, but the pitcher's down. Doc, I don't know what happened there, but she looks to be shaking.
I'm trying
up
to
a
tell
little
you,
bit.
I feel like she may have done something to her ankle. I mentioned that in the first inning, that there was something wrong with the pitcher's mound in the previous game, and I'm not sure what happened there, but I did question. I mean, I'm a little bit of a Tony Romo there, if I'm being honest. You saw that early, and she's done something to her ankle. I hope she's okay.
Yeah, she's out there walking it off, but yeah, once that ball was hit, I kind of tracked to the first baseman, so I lost sight of the pitcher there, but she looks to be getting her glove and her mask, and looks to be okay. Once again, that's Logan Smith in the circle, and I'd presume Dorman's ace pitcher here in the championship game of the Varsity Blues tournament.
It's a little bit more than just bring out the hole and spraying it with water and putting that back in there. You have to tamp it down well. Otherwise, you can have it start to break loose and break through the
Well, she's a gamer, I tell you that, boy.
Yeah,
I tell you, one thing you say about softball players, they are TUFF. They are tough.
Well, if you can play in Tiger River in June and July, I mean, you're just built different.
I mean, you stand 43 feet from a girl who throws absolute gas. That takes something.
Elena Harry steps in. Elena, what a hot start to the year Elena's had.
I love when you see seniors decide that this is going to be their year, and Elena certainly have played like it. You know what I mean? Like she's just having fun. She knows this is her last year of play ball. We know that next year she's going to be attending the Midlands Technical College MTC Mavericks. We're excited to have her over at the campus and as part of our nursing program.
Yeah, she's going to be a great nurse. But let's be a great softball player for another couple months, Elena, and that nursing career can wait. Good look there. Count evens at 1. Been watching Elena play for a long time. Her and Libby played together on travel teams back at the age of 10, 11 years old. So really enjoy watching her compete one last time.
The one thing I'll tell you, she has speed for days. And if she, oh, here we go. We've seen a lot of this already in the early season. Elena switching sides of the plate, even during an at-bat, just, you know, to do something different, look at something different.
Two, 1 to count. Elena steps back in the box on the right side, like Doc mentioned. Swing and a miss, count evens, 2 and 2.
That's a strong pitch there by 13.
Yeah, she got a little velocity to her, and I'm impressed with her so far this game. Of course, Haley Lexington's ace, so two good pitchers. Looks to be going at it here in the championship game. Fights it off, left side foul. Count stays even, 2 and 2. Wildcats coached by Coach Lori Epps. Holding down third base. Coach Mason coaching first. Got Coach Gunner, Coach Terrapin.
Veteran coaching staff.
In the dugout. Been together for a while. Watched a lot of good Wildcat softball. Takes pitch inside.
The Dorman faithful certainly wanted that. We should say we are amongst the people tonight. Like we're down here where the energy is. We're not separated from the press box. We're right here on top of the action.
Yeah, Dorman softball loves to broadcast, but not that call. But I guess they're happy there with the strikeout of Atlanta. So two quick outs here in the first. And Libby will step in, number 12, right fielder. Takes down 1-0. Good look there from the lefty.
You know, you can tell Livy's starting to warm up as the weather warms up here. Preseason now, kind of in our rear view mirror, and she's starting to swing a hotter bat.
Ball's hit out deep to left. Over the left fielder's head. That'll be a double, Doc. Libby coasts in the second. 2-out double, so Wildcats not quite done yet here in the bottom of the first. Libby's first extra base hit of the season.
How that ball didn't go over the fence, I have no idea. That had to be a wind issue.
It's that Red Bank wind tunnel. You never know which direction it's going to go here in Red Bank.
I mean, that ball was hit 350 feet high.
Next up, Sam Craig, and Sam, just like Elena, has been smoking hot this tournament. A hit here would score the first run of the game. Another high strike zone, Doc.
High, and that fell a little bit outside too, so we'll see if that maintains throughout the course of the game.
Normally we're in the press box. We can talk about the umpires. Yeah, we got to be quiet here.
Gotta be quiet.
We're like 8 feet from him.
That's right.
So
He can hear us. We'll start
whisper.
chirping. We could be in trouble.
Ball down. 1-1.
First time we got a little game pressure here on the pitcher. Let's see how she responds.
I will say probably some of our issue today with not being prepared is we had a pre-production meeting a couple weeks ago, me and you, but we failed to invite the producer to the pre-production meeting. Probably the worst conceived idea in history. So that's why Ball's hit out to right center, but I'm not sure that's got enough.
No, doesn't have enough.
Right, the fence is caught, so Wildcats go down, but one hit there by Livy, double, but we head to the top of the second, no score. Emma Clark will step in for the Cavaliers here in the top of the second. A little bit of a threat from the Cats and Cavaliers in their respective halves of the first, but no score. There's ball at the center that falls for a hit. So Cavs have the leadoff batter on here in the second. And that brings up number 11, Hayden Blight. Might be time for a little small ball, Doc, here. Runner on first, no outs.
I think that is Hayden Bright.
Hayden Bright. There's a ball out to Emma. That's one. Roll it up, Wildcats. That's what we're talking about right there. The defense shows up. Nice double play there in the top of the second.
You know, in so many sports, defense is all about want to. You got to want to do that. And, boy, golly knows.
So many good things have to happen on that play. Good clean field, good throw to the second base.
Emma gets it out of her glove fast.
And you got the not-so-secret weapon, Robin Craig, out there holding down second base, making that great turn. And good pick by Lexi, ball in the dirt. So good defense all around there for that double play.
Hey, as the kids like to say, balls in the dirt, but balls in the dirt. And she scooped that thing right up.
You don't see many double plays in softball.
You do not. It's hard to turn with these shorter base paths and also the athleticism of the girls involved.
Nice change.
All
Haley
speed.
Mans pulls the string there. Now batting for the Cavaliers is number 12, Avery Mason. Ball up, 2-1. And that's such a rally killer. You know, that double play, you get just one out there, you still feel like you got something going, but take 2 outs, that's big.
You know, I'm not really sure what the math is about getting your leadoff runner on, but every time I feel like we give that up, they always score. It feels like 100% of the time they score. And, boy, turning a double play there was huge. Just changes the complexion of the inning.
Ball 4 there, close pitch.
So umpire here liking a high strike, maybe not liking the low strike so much.
Not liking them at the knees and on the corner.
He did not appreciate that.
Number 7, Kaylee Laves, I believe, L-A-V-E-S.
I've got Eves.
Eves. Okay, my copy's a little bit. Eves makes more sense. That ball's hit out the left center. That's going to be trouble. That's going to be down. Make a play here.
Go get her.
She got it. High. High throw from Sam there, so runner scores. Cavaliers go ahead 1-0, so I think that's a little bit of announcer jinx there. Rally wasn't quite dispelled. Haley Eves delivers a 2-out run scoring double for the Cavs, and back to the top of the lineup in number 8. Kaylee Rappley. Grumbach to short. Sam picks it, throws it, and Wildcats escape the inning with no more damage, but the Cavs take the lead in top of the second, 1-0. We're back live here in Red Bank, 1-0 Cavs on that big 2-out double. And Doc Harrell was thinking we're going to come, call a softball game, low stress, just enjoy a little, preseason tournament. I feel like I'm already in playoff mode. My anxiety's already starting to come back a little bit. I'm starting to remember what that feels like.
I'm seated on the front part of the chair. I'm not even sitting back. I'm leaning forward. All my body language is telling you that this is stressful.
And they're playing for a T-shirt.
In 2 months, nobody would remember this thing.
No, that's not incorrect. No, I would and you would.
That's right. We'll be referencing this. Look, another big chunk of dirt comes out of the circle here. This is not a. They are pulling chunk after chunk after chunk out of this thing.
They might unearth something of value out there. They keep digging. Emma Melanauskas is your batter. One ball there on the first pitch.
Oh, she just missed that.
F3 there for the first out in the second. Yeah, that was a good swing. Got under that one. Now my new favorite nickname, the not-so-secret weapon. Robin Craig, remember last year, she had a run as being just coming out of the woodworks and delivering a couple big hits last year, a couple game winners in the playoffs. And
we watched a lot of Braves baseball in the 1980s, and they always called those guys the bomb squad. Came in late, and she would come in late in games and just kind of make a name for herself. But now she's not coming off the bench. I'm
excited for Robin. She's earned her spot out there at second base, put in the time over the years, and going to North Greenville next year, she'll play. She'll compete for a job next year at North Greenville. And she's had a good start to the season. Even in the preseason games, home run, a couple big hits. And so
she had a big hit earlier today against the Airport. She put one out there off the fence at Wildcat Stadium.
There's a hit. And on cue, the not-so-secret weapon delivers a one-out single. And that'll bring up sophomore Peyton Gantz, the catcher.
I've been really excited about her making the team this year and being a regular. She, I'm gonna call it right now. She's got a lot of potential. Comes from a baseball family.
So Peyton steps in, run on first here, 1 out. Coach Epps is not scared to put people in motion, even 1 out, so could see some action. Looks like a hit and run, maybe. Peyton fouls it off right side, 1 strike. It is a very windy day here. I think we mentioned that before. The flag, I think, is tied in knots out there in center field.
Oh, my. I just looked out there and noticed that. It's folded against itself here.
Yeah, so that's something to keep in mind. These high pop flies and these couple of those balls that we missed earlier, wind's going to play an impact. Fouled off left side, 2 strikes. Wildcats will be right back here again this year. Of course, Lexington and White Knoll in the same region. Look forward to playing the Timberwolves and other squads on the schedule this year. Well, I think we'll probably see Dorman again in the spring break tournament. I think you said they're playing in that tournament again.
They're playing down in Charleston, I believe.
Peyton stays alive. That's always a great tournament down there. I think last year, Somerville, Dorman, us, a lot of those Charleston teams, Ashley Ridge. That was fun last year.
One, I think it's fun for the girls to get away a little bit, spend some time together, bond. Those kind of trips, I think, pay dividends later on.
Peyton pops out to the shortstop, 2 outs. I keep calling it a spring break tournament. I think it's actually 2 weeks before spring break this year. Spring break's late for the Wildcats. Brings up Lexi Taylor, senior first baseman.
Daughter of our producer here.
That's right.
Going to LR next year. Lenore Ryan, I'll give you a little history about that in a second.
Takes the ball down, good look there.
So maybe what Lenore Ryan is most famous for is that Craig and Linda Little met each other on that campus and fell in love, and 60 years later, they celebrated their anniversary in February.
How about that? It's a story Lexi can tell all of her teammates next year. Fly out to center for out number 3, so Cats once again scoreless. We go to the third, 1-0 Dorman. Here in third, number 2, Emerson McLean will lead it off for Dorman. It's good to see before the game Coach Epps and Coach Ames having a long conversation. These coaches are competitors on the field, but they really are good friends and outside the field. And like talking softball, like talking life. Good to see that.
Well, and truthfully, the fact that she's a fan of this YouTube program, I'm just telling you right now, That's my kind of coach.
There's a bunt. That's a nice bunt. Let that thing roll. Let it roll. Good job. Now pick it up. All right. Nice job there by Lexi, letting that ball roll. You know, Lexi, what'd she have, a 5.2 GPA?
I'm not sure they can calculate it. I think that the calculator broke.
Just putting it to work right there, letting that ball roll. If she picks that thing up fair, you're not getting her out at first base. So now we have 2 strikes.
I would have to take the SAT twice to make what she made on it.
Nice pitch, Haley. Trying to get her to chase, but a high fastball, 1-2. High IQ play.
Indeed.
Ball to Sam. Can't get her at first. Good wheels there from the Dorman #2 hitter.
Well, I tell you what, Dorman's come out here and really showing us something.
Leah Taylor will step in next. Yeah, that's a tough play in the hole there for Sam. Good arm, but tough to make that throw with #2 hitter running down the baseline.
Bit of a speedster.
That ball is hit high and deep. That's trouble, Doc. Leah Taylor delivers a 2-run shot out to center. 3-0 Cavaliers.
Okay, dead red.
Yeah, she was sitting on that fastball and got every bit of it. A lot of softball to play here, but the Cats have got to figure some things out and get some mounts and get back in there and get some hits.
We think the game started at 4:45, and just to remind our listeners, we're not doing the 7 innings today. It is 90 minutes and finish the inning. So we do have to keep an eye on the clock.
Throws it off Maddie Bishop's elbow, so there's another base runner here in the 3rd inning. Next up is Abby Queen. Good pitch there for a strike.
This is where the mentality of the pitcher really comes into play. You know, I mean, that girl just hit an absolute bomb to dead red center field. And, you know, you can't hang your head. You can't get sad about it.
Another ball
Come
to center.
out. There you go.
That one will stay in play for out #1. Definitely impressed with Dorman's approach. I mean, taking good quality swings at these pitches, sitting on fastballs, but it's not Haley's first rodeo.
She has to adjust.
Literally and figuratively.
That's right. You remember? What we do remember, she is a horse owner.
So just got to keep throwing strikes, and eventually I feel like the Wildcat offense will kick into gear. But you don't want that gap to be too wide.
That's right. That's right. Let's keep throwing that ball low.
#6, Emma Clark.
I believe she got a single last inning.
That's a good pitch there. Nice change up. Fouls off to the right side. 0-2. So this is the championship game of the Varsity Blues tournament hosted by White Knoll High School and Lexington High School. That's why we're at White Knoll and not Lexington. The championship game was predetermined to be here. Which Coach Epps didn't mind because it means after the game, no field work.
Absolutely.
You finish up, you don't even get on the bus. All the girls
Everybody go. Yeah, that's right. Just
Go
go home.
Good news, the wind has kicked in and now the flag is unraveled. So Old Glory's out there flapping in the wind again, so that's good to see.
Oh, let's guys.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I like that. So we'll see how far outside she's willing to chase that ball.
changeup. Good piece of hitting to fight that pitch off. That was a good changeup there from Haley, one of her better pitches. But she is not scared to throw at any point in time during the count.
Well, anytime they start dialing in on the pitch, you gotta mix it up and change speeds. There you go. Change locations.
High fastball, she swings through it for out number 2. Number 11, Hayden Bright. Steps into bat. 2 outs here, runner on first. Cavaliers a little more damage this inning, a 2-run homer to extend their lead to 3-0.
We're gonna need the Wildcats to wake up here and allow the bottom of the lineup here to get us started.
Ball's popped up. Lexi
Oh,
Taylor.
Lexi Taylor.
Heck of a play there by the first baseman to end the threat in the third. We go to the bottom of the third. 3-0 Dorman. Maya Drennan lead off the Wildcat attack here in the bottom of the third. I feel like we've had some good swings from the ball, Doc. We just kind of been under some and had to hit a few balls hard. They've been called, but need some of those balls to start falling in the outfield. The Cats have a chance to get back in this.
Well, it's not late per se, but the sun is getting low, and we need to go ahead and get this rally started and get going here.
Strike on the outside corner.
That's a good pitch.
Maya, Wildcat Jr. Very versatile player for the Cats. Can play infield, can catch, can play outfield.
She was one of those Wildcats last year, scorching hot during the playoffs.
There's a nice bunt. Maya, get down the line. Yes, sir.
Safe.
Yes, sir. Maya Drennan with a nice bunt and run. Speaking of does it all, wasn't expecting that.
I'm telling you, you just got to find a way to get on base sometimes. You know, you're not hitting the ball particularly well. You're have some poor luck, this kind of thing. Make your own luck right there.
Great bunt. And I wouldn't say a perfect bunt. I mean, when you're a lefty, you can get that thing down to the left side and away from the pitcher. You got a little bit of speed. You can beat that thing out. Back to the top of the line, Peyton Milanauskas tries to slap one, but it falls foul.
Peyton's such a competitor. You can tell how her mom and daddy look at this thing. I don't know if they're following it right now, but I mean they stare. They could just burn a hole through something. They stare so intently.
Definitely a competitor's glare, which you love to see, and especially from your leadoff hitter. Next ball up. Peyton knows what her job is. That's to get on base. In situations like this, she's got enough pop to put it out in the gap or even hit one over the fence. Coach Epps knows that and doesn't want to take the bat out of her hands by any stretch. One attempt for a strike, but Maya does swipe second on the play, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nice slide there. You saw Maya go backside of the base.
That hook slide is really difficult to defend because you think they're coming, down the baseline. Next thing you know, they're coming in the back door.
Yep. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. The Wildcat center fielder.
She's safe.
Nah.
She's safe. Absolutely. Absolutely.
She's safe. Wow, safe everywhere, and the Cats score a run.
What game are you watching?
Dorman Nation does not agree. And let's just say I'm just glad there's no replay in high school softball.
Well, I felt like she was safe on first. I'll disagree with the Dorman faithful on that one. I don't really know how she was called safe a second, but maybe we've got that. I'm not sure what in the world happened there, but
Coach Ames,
I think she's going to have to.
The Wildcat broadcast, but
Yeah.
not that call.
And she's going to have a conversation right here. She wants to check in.
See, this is what I don't love about this time limit stuff. I understand coaches have the right to do this, but shouldn't they be able to hit the pause button?
Yes,
when
pause.
this happens?
Yeah,
When this
like
happens,
well, like soccer does this, right? They have extended time, injury timeouts,
Yes,
those kind of things.
yes.
So the clock's running, but they add minutes on to the end of the regulation play.
can we do that in softball?
We should, if you're 90 minutes is tough.
Well, especially now you're having a meeting in the which you should be able to do. And
That's right.
I think sometimes coaches feel like other teams are trying to eat up time and shorten the game, but I don't think they're. I mean, she wants to talk to her players, which is fine, but hit that stop button, especially if it means not playing an extra inning when you got a really close game.
That's right. So I wonder what we're going to see here. We're going to see lefty. We're going to see righty.
A little bit of both. So no outs here in the third. Wildcats, like we projected, starting to wake up. A couple of nice bunts.
We're playing small ball. That's not really the personality of this team, but I like being versatile.
Elena Harry.
We need her to swing another hot bat here.
Tries to lay one down, but unsuccessful. Out there at second base, Peyton Malinauskas. That was a heads-up play. That was a gutsy play, really, to take second base. The pitcher was holding the ball. Looking at her. She ran to second.
Stand right at her.
I mean,
good gracious.
I was a little nervous for that. But
well, sometimes they do that and they run the person home, but we got to have some base runners. One run's not going to get us here. We got to.
Nice pitch on the outside corner for strike 2. Boom. Got it. Look at it.
Well, misplayed.
Ball was high
Misplayed.
left fielder.
She's safe.
And Elena Harry stays hot with a big single there to score Peyton from second base on a misplay by the left fielder. Heads up play by Coach Epps, sending Peyton on home. And now Libby steps in, run on second here, no outs. Libby double her first at bat, so good sticks here for the Cats.
One thing you've never had to worry about is Coach Epps not being aggressive.
Libby tries to bunt.
Well, I did not see that coming.
1 strike. Takes down 1-1.
I was trying to think of something to say about Livy Button that wouldn't come across as a criticism.
I'm going to say something in a minute that I probably shouldn't say, but I am. After she ropes a double right here. Takes down. I don't ever do this if you're watching at home, but I was known whenever I got asked to bunt to like mess it up so they wouldn't ask me to do it again. But never do that. All you young players, softball, baseball, get the bunt down. But yes, I was guilty a few times. 2-1 the count.
Oh boy, that was close.
Just missed it out to left. Runner tags, goes to third. Libby just missed it. Deep fly out to left center. So 1 out, runner on third for Sam.
You know, Sam hit a pretty good drive out in that last inning. I felt like the wind slowed it down a little bit. Let's see if she's still dialed in like that.
Another one of those will tie this thing up. Still calling that high strike.
High and outside. He likes that pitch.
Sam Craig, Wildcat shortstop. Future Gardner Webb Bulldog, running Bulldog.
Boiling Springs, North Carolina.
That is right. There's also a Bowling Springs, South Carolina. They're like 15 minutes apart. And a not very well known, there's a Bowling Springs community in between Gilbert and Pillion. As the sign says. Landmark there, the Kiesler store of Coach Clint Kiesler, actually.
Wildcat coach extraordinaire.
Yep, does it all. Sam fouls it off, 1-2. Sam is on top of that plate with 2 strikes.
Outside. No, it's outside.
2-2.
Listen, again, I understand their pain here. Like, I question every call sometimes. Catcher did a great job framing it, but that ball was outside.
Boom. Sam Craig delivers. How about a little small ball there? Libby moves her over. Sam knocks her in. Complimentary softball at its best. Wildcats tied up 3-3.
You know, in a shortened game like this, you got to find a way.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to, I know, listen, that's about a cliche thing, as you can say. You know, we've talked about battling and finding a way and those kinds of things, but
well, you never know if you'll have a long inning. Like this thing could be over next inning.
That's correct.
So
You might get one more at bat. I'm just waiting. You know, Emma, all season so far, has been popping that ball up. At some point, she's going to start driving it. And when she starts driving it, it's going to be P10 bingo.
Well, let's do it right here. Emma, no balls, 1 strike. Takes up and away.
And yes, I have been thinking all year about that's going to be my call on her home run. just to preview that a little bit,
Oh,
workshop a little bit. P10.
What's the P?
I'm sorry, E10. Excuse me. I got her confused with Peyton for a second.
Okay.
That's my fault. See, that's
E10.
preseason, folks.
E10 bingo.
E10 bingo.
All right.
Oh, that would have been it.
You know, one thing that unfortunately we couldn't do today was the Lexington taste of the town, because we would have dialed up the White Knoll concession stand menu, because this is probably the best concession stand in the area in terms of like food.
Well, I will tell you, earlier today had some boiled peanuts. Official snack of South Carolinians.
Well, I mean, White Knoll leads the nation in air fryers in their canteen. They got like 4 out there, so.
Oh, that's
That
it.
ball's hit out deep to left
That's
center.
gone.
Is that enough? Is that enough? Is that enough? No. Caught it right at the fence. What is it, 250 out there?
It's got to be 275.
I thought she mishit it just a little bit. It didn't sound like she really got every bit of it, but still almost got out of here. So 2 outs for Robin.
Her dad just walked by, gave him a fist bump.
Yeah.
Just waiting on it to happen.
So Robin, big hit her last at bat, steps in now, 2 outs. Her sister on first. Takes down 1-1. Well, I'm sorry, 1 ball, no strikes. Coach Epps wants to get Sam to second here. So you look for a fake bunt, swing through it. She wants to get Sam to second base here. Well, she was swinging and she was stealing. So hit and run was the call.
Got a sister act going on right here.
A couple of those. 4 of our starting 9, 10 if you count the pitcher. Haley, our sisters, almost 50%.
That's not a metaphor. They are literal sisters. Twins.
Yeah, 4. Yeah, 2. Oh, both twins.
2 sets of twins. We do have other sisters in the program. Obviously, the Lindlers, the Joneses. I think I've caught all the sisters that are involved currently. But having 2 sets of twins, all 4 seniors, I feel like that's unusual.
Yeah. And if they'd have been triplets, you'd have 6 starting, no doubt. That's very athletic families with girls who really like to compete and pretty good softball players.
You know, I can't help but to look behind us here, being at Red Bank and broadcasting, and I see the softball facility behind us where the locker rooms are and storage and those kinds of things. And I'm not sure who came up with the idea to put that down here, but, I mean, just a great, great facility here behind us.
Fouled off straight back, and very much appreciated, I know, by Wildcat, or Timberwolf Nation. So we got 2s across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and Sam's still on first base. She's tried to steal about 5 times, keeps trotting back to first.
She's run about half a mile.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Cats tied up in the bottom of the 3rd. We go to the 4th, 3-3. it up, Doc. Cats come alive in the third and tied up. New softball game.
Well, and an interesting part of the time, we are approaching somewhere. Of course, we don't have the official time here. We're approaching somewhere the hour mark of this 90-minute game, so we're in the last third.
Avery Mason will step in for the Cavaliers. She plays first base for Dorman. Ball off Haley's leg for a single.
Bad luck there.
Yeah. I don't think that ball was hit very hard, so Haley seems to be okay, but still, nice piece of hitting there. Runner on first, no outs. Kaylee Eves will step in, number 7.
I think she had a big hit last time.
Yeah, bottom of the lineup delivered for the Cavaliers. Not big. I think that was the second inning.
Well, you gotta produce runs from all elements of your lineup if you want to have a successful season. And Dorman certainly has done that this game. In fact, here we are back at the bottom of the lineup. Another runner on first base, another base runner.
Nice pitch on the outside corner for strike 2. I thought for sure we'd see a bunt there, trying to get this runner to second, but looks like Coach Hams is letting her swing away.
Well, of course, you know, we've seen them play softball for about an hour, so of course we're experts in it. Keep seeing how far out there you can go, Haley. That's good.
One ball, 2 strikes to count. We're in the 4th inning. The Varsity Blues championship game. Nice pitch. Nice play by Lexi to chase that ball down. That has some spin to it. So
it's one of those things that the longer it's on the ground, your heart rate keeps picking up. Going, I got to make a play, got to make a play. Nice and calm. Tag to first base.
So out number 1. And back to the top of the lineup, Kaylee Rapidly. Doesn't like the low on the outside corner pitch.
He did not. It's too early in the year for me to give him that about a strike call.
There's a nice bunt. Nice play by the third baseman, Emma.
A lot of anticipation there. Really cool to see it. She saw it, reacted to it, and was able to make the play because she was moving down that first base line.
You know, you watch this and you see that and you think, oh, that's just a sure out, but that's really not. I mean, that is a tough play, especially from third base, making that throw. A left-handed batter, that is not a gimme. And Emma makes it look easy. 2 outs. Nice change-up by Haley there. Now Emerson McLean, the 2-hitter for the Cavs. And
she had a beautiful bunt last time, I believe.
The center fielder. There you go. 0-2 on the outside corner. All right, let's buckle down here and keep that runner on third base. 2 strikes, 2 outs.
I like it. Keep nibbling out there, see how far out she'll go. That's a smart pitching. Good call there by Coach Gunner.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, nice job, Peyton Gotts. Tell you're an athletic family, and you can jump up there and make that catch right there. That's
Peyton also a 2-sport star basketball player. I got to see her play basketball.
Is she a 2-guard?
She actually runs a little kind of a hybrid point. She, you know, I coached Peyton when she was in the 6th grade. We lost in the first round of the Rec League Championship that year. Not that I remember it, and I'm bitter about it, but it did happen.
Thought you forgot that stuff in a couple weeks. Count runs full.
But Peyton does a great job of playing defense, sharing the basketball, making a smart play. That's great attributes for a catcher.
All right, one pitch away still. And McLean keeps fighting. That's a great game here. What a championship game. Really, a lot of our games have been kind of one-sided so far, but
McLean's got a, well, listen, if we're going to talk about great last names, John McLean, Nakatomi Towers, Die Hard.
not a Christmas movie.
I think the difference is it's a movie that's at Christmas. It's not a Christmas movie.
You know, the longer this goes on, advantage does go to the hitter. You know, you see a lot more pitches. You kind of get dialed in, so you want to get that out. Quit letting her see all your pitches. Right at the secret weapon, and she delivers. Nice play, Robin Craig. Not so secret anymore. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 3-3. Bottom of the fourth we go. Before we see our action, Doc, I want to give a shout out to Miss Jennifer McNair and Coach Dustin Curtis, principal and AD. Lexington High School making the trip here to support the Wildcats softball team. Peyton Gaunt steps in to catch her. We just gave her some props that last inning for her work behind the dish, but good spot here to get on base and get a rally going in the golly.
It's doggone. I mean
all right, we're slanted. We're a slanted broadcast.
We are indeed. We apologize to the Dorman faithful that tuned in.
If he'd have called that a strike, he might have seen Garris on the field. And I believe that he does not want to see Garris.
He does not want to see Garris on the field.
Nobody.
That's a big man.
No, it's to see Garris.
National champion, University of South Carolina.
I bet he was a heck of a wrestler.
Oh, if he wanted to be.
There you go. Got it. Smoked it right at the shortstop. Got it.
It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. Listen, 22, when you look at the season, the whole season, 22 is going to be all right.
Hit hard. That's all you can do, 22. And now to Lexi. Lexi doing work over there at the first base bag this game.
She had pretty good contact that first at bat. Let's see if.
What I love about Peyton and Lexi, no back gloves. That's old school.
Get down.
Get
down.
That's gonna fall. That's fair. Oh, no, don't go. Don't go. Stay on first base. Am I still alive? I'm sorry. First game. He called it fair.
It's clearly fair. No, that was fair. Oh, Coach.
Now go back to first. He pointed fair.
He pointed fair. We have some controversy. Man, it was a preseason for the umpires too, right? Like, here we go.
Once again, can we hit the stopwatch? I feel like this is going to be a 5-minute discussion here.
That ball was fair by 5 feet.
All right, foul's the call. That ball was so fair. They already put her back.
Oh my gosh! I mean, you talk about that was again preseason for the umpires, because that may have been the worst call I've seen. I mean, I can see it right here.
I mean, it landed like 6.
It happened right in front of him.
Like 2 feet from him. Then you call one 4 inches outside, so 0-2. All right, got to take off my gold and yellow glasses for a minute. Lock in. 0-2 to Lexi.
Get through.
Another hard hit ball. Nice play by the third baseman.
Scooped that up, made a play.
A lot of good defense on display, both sides. And that's why you don't see big innings, you know, good defense, keeping those extra bases from becoming a thing, those free bases, free 90s, free 60s, softball. So Maya Drennan trying to get something going with 2 outs.
Laid down a bunt last time, if I believe.
One. Fouls it off. 1-1. A lot of dead air right now. I think it's because of that call over there.
I'm still sort of thinking about. I cannot believe.
Still fuming a little bit.
Oh man, you talk about an inning killer. That was an inning killer right there. So now we got to buckle down here.
That's right.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Maya.
Quit throwing the announcer pity party and get a 2-out hit. That's going to fall.
Now
foul.
that is foul.
That's right.
That was a foul ball. That's what a foul ball looks like.
No balls, 2 strikes. 3-3 here in the 4th. We're probably coming up on the last inning, maybe next to 5th, maybe it. I don't know. Could play 6, depending on how the 5th goes. I'd love to see 7 right here, though, wouldn't you?
Oh, nice play by the pitcher. Really good play by the pitcher.
1, 2, 3 go the Cats in the 4th, but we'll have to top the order up in the 5th. Still 3-3.
I think sometimes our off-air conversations may be better than some of our on-air conversations. I just disparaged the world's most popular sport.
No more comment on that. 3-3 in the 5th. Nice pitch by Haley. Get ahead. Cavaliers bring Leah Taylor. Leah did a little damage her last at bat. I think she was the home run hitter last inning.
They got the heart of the order right here, 3, 4, and 5. What a beautiful evening. Sun's going down.
Good pitch. Haley, that's where you want to be. These power hitters, down at the knees
Down.
and below.
Down and away.
If they hit it hard, make it be on the ground somewhere. 1-2 the count.
I believe the Kenny Chesney song, When the Sun Goes Down, will be grooving. Hopefully the Wildcats will continue to groove tonight.
Nice pitch, Haley. Wanted that one a little bit, but
I wanted that one. Look, probably down in one. Probably a little too low.
yeah, that was a little bit of daddy goggles there. That was a low. 2-2. Good job not swinging, honestly.
Yeah. Oh. Rise ball there. That's nice.
Full count. So Leah keeps swinging a hot stick and leads off with a single here in the 5th.
I believe she's on pace this year for 4,000 hits.
Her and the girl from Burns. The lefty from Burns.
I hope she graduated
I don't know.
or transferred.
To a non-5A school.
That's right. Hit a transfer portal.
Maddie Bishop now steps in. Maddie is the third baseman for the Cavs. You know, that's what I thought.
Oh, heads right here.
That's what I thought, honestly, when that girl hit the ball off Haley's leg. That was, remember the girl from Burns last year? Hit her like 6 times.
Absolutely.
Oh, it was almost a point where I felt like it was intentional. But then I was like, no, you can't do that intentionally. That's
Like,
too
how's that
hard
even
to do.
possible? Yeah. I did think she averaged about 4.5 hits a game.
Good pitch.
That's a foul, yes?
No, she didn't tip it. Ball gets by catcher there, so runner advances to second. 2 strikes.
Gonna have to battle here. That run's gonna matter here. Just for our, set the stage here for our listeners and the people tuning in. Remember, 90-minute finish the inning. Kind of as we're looking at the time, this might be the last inning of the game. So these are important runs.
Hard single at the middle, but a nice play out there in center field. A good throw. Keeps her at first and third with no outs. Cavs don't score.
Nice job by Peyton. Earlier today, we saw Peyton airmail one about 45 feet above the first base dugout.
Yeah, that was a great throw. If she would have gone, I think she'd have had her. But now Wildcats are in a heck of a lot of trouble with first and third, no outs in the 5th.
All right, Coach, what do you think here? You got your 5-hole hitter up. You know, there's one school of thought you lay it down a bunt here, but I don't know, man. I don't know number 4. Her history here, but Abby Queen looks like a bit of a ball player.
Yeah, Abby Queen steps in. I don't think you'll see a bunt. You're going to see a steal at some point to see if you can get a throw from Peyton. The question is going to be whether or not the coaches let Peyton throw it around the second. Try to get the out. Ball at the Peyton. Holds her. Nice job right there. We'll take that. Ground ball to third. Emma, you see that? That's just a veteran move. She stares her down. If she doesn't do that at third base, the runner probably goes and scores. Emma holds her up, makes the throw, and we'll take that. 1 out, second and third. Now your bunt's in play, Doc. Your squeeze is in play here.
Haley's going to have to really lock down here.
Good pitch on the
That's a
corner.
good pitch.
One strike.
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, I've not agreed with some of the interpretation of the rules today, but he has been consistent on that particular pitch.
Emma Clark is the batter. She takes that first strike. There's the bunt.
Yoder! Boom!
Eyes up. Eyes up. Eyes up. Right there. Haley, turn around.
What a play.
Nice play, Haley Mans.
Haley Mans, Peyton Gauntz getting the tag down. High pressure, high stress.
Wow, what a play defensively.
What a play.
And Coach
Oh, yeah,
Larry,
we have it. We got it freeze framed. Mr. Larry, Hall of Fame, Lexington High School Hall of Fame. Mr. Larry sitting to our right. Just framed that beautifully.
You don't just show up and get photos like that. That's
You do
years
not.
of training, preparation, anticipation.
Uh-oh.
There's ball at the center. That's going to be 3 outs, Doc. What a job.
What a
Haley
job.
Mans. Let's go win this thing right here.
Come on. Woo!
We go to the bottom of the 5th, 3-3.
We got to frame this one up.
All right, so we're back here in the bottom of the 5th. Wildcats with a great defensive showing there. Started with Emma Melanauskas. Lexi, nice play there, holding the runner. And then Haley Mans just
What I have 2 on and nobody out. The math skews very much, obviously, in the offense favor. And to, just Emma making that play, the play at the plate. And I'm telling you, Mr. Larry nailed that. We've got that freeze framed. Put it in the Louvre, hanging in the Louvre.
it's already there. He's already sent it straight to him. He's got a direct connection to the Louvre curator. All right, we are back at the top of the lineup. Wildcat Nation got a little pep in their step here.
You know, one of my favorite softball chants, top of the lineup, top of the lineup.
And with that top of the lineup, Cats need to get some runners. Starts with Peyton Melanauskas. Takes up, ball 1. Really need to capitalize here on that momentum. Defensive, stellar play. Carries into the offense. Umpire wants the lights on. I turn them on, but I don't have my key anymore. So
That is correct. For those of you who do not know, both of us used to have some of those kinds of keys, and now we no longer have the keys.
Back in the old days, you would get some pushback on that because they had always said that you should turn them on at the top of the inning, so both teams, have lights.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it is time to turn them on. Dusk is setting here. Time change tonight, right?
Is it?
I think it is. Spring forward tonight, early this year. That's all right. Don't want to swing at that pitch. 2-1.
As the kids would say, nacho cheese. Nacho pitch.
Especially leadoff hitter. And Peyton, she can work with one strike.
Got a lot of confidence in her.
Just missed
She
it.
just missed it.
A lot of just misses today. 1 out.
I mean, go ahead and say it. Nobody's hotter Then Elena Harry.
And let's stay hot here, Laney, with a runner in the 5th.
Oh, yeah.
That's beautiful.
She's down to, look at that, safe by a mile.
Gosh, she can roll. Listen, if you're going to wear pink laces,
you better be fast.
And
That's
she's
right.
fast, and she can wear it. I couldn't have worn pink laces. For a lot of reasons. But I'm definitely not fast. But if you're going to throw pink laces on, she was smoking on that line. All right, Libby. So Libby gets in. Just missed one last at bat. Double her first time up.
You know, her buttons is like Novocaine. Always works. Come on. Nope.
Nice play by the left fielder. Diving catch, route number 2. But Laney does make it to second. So it'll come down to Sam Craig here. 2 outs. Runner on second. So it looks like they're appealing now if she left early from first base. The umpire was like, huh, what? So I don't think he was watching. So hopefully we're okay here.
If they make this play here safe, there's got to be.
No.
Got to be. Look, another legend here. Sheila Gordon just walked past us. White Knoll High School, also Athletic Hall of Famer. She's in the National Athletic Trainer Hall of Fame. And if she's not, she should be. So let me make this the nomination for it. Oh.
Sam slaps one left side for strike 1.
I'm just going to tell you this right now. You know who they do not want to come up to at bat? Emma Malinauskas.
Yeah, she's due. Got some good swings tonight. Strike 2 on the outside corner, so 0-2 the count to Sam Craig.
Felt like Blue was.
I think he thought that was 2 strikes.
I did too. He pulled a little TV Teddy Valentine right there, trying to show us his strike 3 call, but a little premature.
Hey, girl!
1-2 the count. Ball was out.
Well, she did a little bit like what Haley Mans does. Keeps nibbling on the outside part of the plate. See how far you're willing to swing.
Sam will battle you, and she does just that. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes.
How big is this at bat right here?
Could be real big. Takes up. 2-2. I don't like how he jumps up every pitch. That worries me a little bit when he jumps up like that. I thought he was about to ring him up. 2s across the board. And Elena Harry is ready to roll out there on a second.
I think a base hit scores a run. Need a base hit, though. Come on, Sam.
Nope. Left fielder makes another play. And we go to the 6th, still tied. We're playing 6 at least. Doc, the Cavs and the Cats both threaten in the 5th, but no runs for either. We go to Doc, the Cats and the Cavs both threaten in the 5th, but no runs for either. We go to the 6th. Looks like extra innings here, extra time.
Well, this is not golden gold, but we are certainly in overtime. So just to kind of set the stage here for our listeners and the people who are tuning in, we are approaching the end of the 90 minutes. It is finished the inning. So depending on what happens here, this might be the last inning. So whoever is winning after the end of this inning, if somebody is, that is the ball game.
Cats will have 5, 6, 7. Emma, Robin, and Peyton Gantz up. Dorman counters that with. There's a pop-up. Should be a catch by Sam, and it is. That was Avery Mason. Now Kaylee Eves will step in.
It's a little unfair to have Sam and Robin playing shortstop and second base. I would imagine a very strong communication amongst the sisters there. Bottom of the lineup for Dorman has been very dangerous tonight. They have initiated lots of base runners.
I feel like Eves has been kind of a thorn for again our side tonight. I haven't been writing down stuff. I feel like she's done some damage.
Now, I feel like she's been on base 62 times already tonight.
The lights are on here at Timberwolf Stadium. And there's a ball to Emma for out number 2. Nice job. Haley working quick here. Now number 8. Looks like we have a back to the top. Okay, Kaylee Rapidly. So let's get number 3 right here. You don't want to get much deeper in that Cavalier lineup. Oh my goodness. One ball.
It's early for all of us, Matt. We're not perfect broadcasters.
Count evens, 1-1.
Trying not to be too distracted here. I believe at the half hour here, the Tar Heels and Blue Devils are going to tip off. Of course, it's a battle of good versus evil. And if you have to ask which is which, then you were not born in the state of North Carolina.
2-1. I'm on the edge of my seat here in the Varsity Blues Invitational Championship game. This is not 3-1.